The prophecy is true.
I believe that every person has been born into this world with a purpose. Everybody has a calling. And to help us fulfill this purpose, God, the universe, nature, whatever you believe in, blessed us and equipped us with passions, interests, talents, and to help us guide toward this purpose, like a beacon in the night. Hi, my name is Lucas Apo and I'm a music producer from Prague, Czech Republic. I'm half Czech and half Italian, and I've been lucky to find out that music is my purpose pretty early in life. Something has always been calling me to it. I don't remember much from my childhood, but my parents told me that I had music in me even as a little kid, and so I've always been a fan of music, and that's why when I got a little bit older, I asked myself, why not try to make my own music? And so I did. I made my first beat and I instantly fell in love with it. I would make beats all the time. It became an outlet to release all the bullshit that was going on in my life. It became a drug as well as a therapy at the same time, and honestly I couldn't live without it. I knew right away back then that to make music is my purpose, and I felt truly alive and happy the first time in my life. And back then I was in high school, so I had a lot of freedom to create music, but that completely changed when I graduated and had to find my first job. I don't know why, but I started working at a local pizza place, maybe because I'm half Italian. But the problem was that I used to work 12-hour shifts, 5 days a week. So after work I'd be so exhausted that I had to go straight to sleep, and on the weekends it would be the same. I'd be so demotivated and drained, exhausted, that I couldn't even squeeze a drop of creativity to create music. And basically all my time, motivation and freedom to create music has been taken away from me, and it sucked the life out of me, and I eventually fell into depression because I couldn't do what I loved anymore. And it was at that point that I thought to myself, how awesome would it be if I could make a living from music? Not for the money, but how happier and more fulfilled I would be if I could just spend all my time and energy for creating. And so to become a full-time artist and make a living from music became my goal and my dream. Full of hope with my new vision for the future, I started to tell my family and friends about my new dream and all the things I would accomplish. But unfortunately, they didn't share my optimism and told me that to have a career in music is unrealistic and that it's pretty much impossible to do it. And they said to me that I should stick to my job that was sucking my life out and just do music on the side when I have time. And at first I didn't want to listen to them, but eventually as more time slipped through my fingers while slaving away at work, I started to doubt myself, and I started to doubt my dream, and my depression got worse. And the worst thing about that is that I didn't have anyone around me who would be as ambitious and passionate as I was. So I couldn't share my struggles with anyone who would understand. And because of that, I wanted to give up and throw in the towel many times. I even thought that music never was my purpose. But then one night, when I was lying in bed and reflecting on life as I usually do, I realized the truth that I said at the beginning of this video. Like, why would we be created and born into this world with such passion and interest for something, but then not go and not follow it, Like, I could love gardening as much as, or anything else for the matter, as much as music, but I don't. Therefore it's not a coincidence, and it makes sense for me to try to fill my existence with music, as much as possible. And since it's also true that we can only achieve greatness doing something we love, and it's pretty much impossible to become great at something we don't like doing, then it would make sense that to follow one's passions and do something which somebody loves is the only way to, live a fulfilling life, achieve your God's given potential and achieve greatness. And this thought reconnected me to my purpose, and it made me realize that I'm on the right path, and that's how I persevere to this day. Now I'd love to be able to conclude my story here and say that through all the pain, struggle, doubt, depression that I went through, I eventually became a big and successful artist. But the truth is that I haven't, and when it comes to my career in music, I'm pretty much in the same place, and there's still a long way to go. But I did make some progress in other areas of life. I now found and work at a better job in this area right here, the shopping center right here. I have my own apartment close by, which looks like this. And I did make really good progress when it comes to my production skills. But when it comes to making a living from music, making money from that, there's still a long way to go to reach my dream. But now I'm connected to my purpose. I know that I'm on the right path, and I even love music more than when I started, even though I don't have much time to spend on creating anymore. And that's why I want to say that I know how hard and difficult and stressful it is to try to make a career out of something you love, especially if you don't have people who are serious as you are around you, or when people even drag you down and tell you that your dreams are unrealistic and impossible. And that's why I now want to inspire and motivate people to never stop chasing their passion and never stop chasing their dreams through my music, and also that if you believe in something, anything is possible. And that's what I believe, that's what I stand for, and that's my mission. Now, if you're someone like me who's really driven and really passionate about something, and if you're into entrepreneurship, self-improvement and stuff like that, or if you don't have people around you who are as serious as you are, who don't share your drive or ambitions, or if you have people who even drag you down, then I invite you to join our private community on Patreon called Dream or Die. We are a movement of people whose only way to live is to follow our passions, our dreams, and our calling. We always like to evolve, and we believe that anything is possible if we have passion and stick with it. We are against people who I call civilians, who are close-minded and limited in their thinking. They believe that the world is outside of their control, so they don't even try to dream or improve themselves. And the saddest part is that they waste their life, but the saddest part is that they even drag down everyone who wants to do something better with their life. The reason I started this community for people like us is so that we can be in a company and belong to a movement of like-minded people who are as passionate, ambitious and driven as we are, and so that we can chase our passions together on this journey called life, and most importantly, support and help each other along the way. Now, I started this community pretty recently, so there's not many of us yet. Even though I like it like this, it's more intimate. But to make it more attractive, I treat the community as like a behind the scenes inner circle, as if you'd be in the studio with me. So that means you're going to get access to every beat I've ever done. You're going to be the first one to hear all the new music I'm working on, even beats or tracks with artists. And you're going to get exclusive music which won't be able to be listened to anywhere else. I want to do behind the scenes, if that's something the community would be interested of, how I make my beats, my music and everything. I also plan to do live streams with the community, and I'll think of more stuff as we go on. And by being a member of this exclusive community, you will be directly supporting the whole movement, as well as every member who's part of it. And also you will be directly supporting me and my music, and you will be helping me live my dream, for which I would be eternally grateful. So if you're someone who's, like I said, very passionate about something, very driven, ambitious, and you're gonna have people around you who are as serious as you are, then I want you to join us now in the community, and I'll put the link at the end of this video, as well as the description, comments, and everywhere, so you can find it. And if for some reason you won't be able to join the community, I will be releasing a new beat here on YouTube every Friday to serve as a trigger for you to use the upcoming weekend to follow your passions, work on your dreams, and just improve yourself. And every time you hear a track on my channel or a beat and hear my tag, "The Prophecy is True," I want it to be a reminder for you that really, like, following your passions really is the only way to live. And if you live in that way, your prophecy will become true. And also the message I wanted to get across is that don't allow anyone to tell you that what you're dreaming for yourself and for your family isn't possible. It is possible, even if your own family is telling you otherwise. Thank you for watching this video till the end, and I just want to welcome you to my world, welcome to my life, welcome to my journey. And I hope that everything I do rewards and enriches your life in some way. And I'm looking forward to meeting you in the community. Thank you.